Look at any group dynamic. Your instincts tell you that the person talking the loudest, telling the jokes, and dominating the center of the room holds the power. Your instincts are wrong. The loudest person is usually the most exposed. They are performing for the room, begging for validation through laughter and agreement. Now, look at the periphery. Look at the individual sitting quietly, observing the chaos without participating in it. Their face is unreadable. Their body language is still. You don't know what they are thinking, and that terrifies and fascinates the human brain. This is the phenomenon of dark magnetism. It is the psychological pull of the unreadable mind. Today, we deconstruct the 10 behavioral laws of quiet power and why those who refuse to perform end up controlling the entire game. Information scarcity. In psychology, there is a harsh truth. Familiarity breeds contempt. The more people know about you, the more ordinary you become. When you overshare, you give away your mystery. You become a mapped territory. Quiet individuals operate on information scarcity. They give you just enough to know they are present, but never enough to fully understand them. Because the human brain hates incomplete puzzles, it becomes obsessed with filling in the blanks. When you remain silent, people will project their own fantasies, fears, and respect onto you. You become larger than life simply by keeping your mouth shut. Emotional containment. Most people are incredibly fragile. A single insult, a strange look, or a stressful email can completely derail their emotional state. They bleed their emotions into the room. Quiet individuals possess emotional containment. When provoked, they do not match the aggressor's energy. They do not raise their voice. They simply watch. This lack of reaction is profoundly intimidating. When an aggressor attacks and hits a wall of absolute calm, they immediately feel foolish and out of control. Emotional containment is the ultimate psychological armor. The interrogator's pause. Silence is a weapon, and average people are terrified of it. When a pause happens in a conversation, insecure people will panic and rush to fill it with nervous rambling, exposing their weaknesses. Quiet people use the interrogator's pause. When you ask them a question, they wait 2 seconds before answering. When you give them an excuse, they just look at you, letting the silence stretch. This forces the other person to keep talking, over-explaining, and eventually retreating. The one who controls the silence controls the conversation. Apex observation. While the extrovert is busy planning what they are going to say next, the quiet person is gathering data. They notice the micro-expressions. They see who looks at whom when a joke is told. They identify the hidden insecurities in the room. By not participating in the noise, they elevate themselves to the position of the apex observer. They hold the tactical advantage because they know everything about everyone else, while no one knows anything about them. Knowledge is asymmetric, and the quiet person holds all the cards. Validation immunity. Charisma is often just a disguised plea to be liked. Quiet magnetism comes from the absolute absence of neediness. When you do not care if the room approves of your outfit, your opinions, or your presence, you project an aura of kingship. People are naturally drawn to those who do not need them. Validation immunity signals to the primitive brain that you are self-sufficient, dangerous, and high status. You become a magnet precisely because you aren't trying to pull anyone in. Unreadable intentions. You cannot manipulate a ghost. To control someone, a manipulator needs to know their desires, their fears, and their triggers. Quiet individuals are notoriously difficult to manipulate because their baseline is flat. They do not show excitement when offered a reward, and they do not show fear when threatened, because their intentions are unreadable. Predators avoid them, and followers respect them. Their unpredictability acts as an invisible electric fence around their psyche. Acoustic density. When someone speaks constantly, their words undergo inflation. The value of each syllable drops to zero. They become background noise. Quiet people practice acoustic density. Because they speak rarely, the room assumes that what they are about to say has undergone a rigorous internal filter. When they finally open their mouths, the room goes dead silent to listen. You do not command respect by increasing your volume. You command it by increasing the rarity of your voice. Physical economy. Magnetism is not just vocal. It is profoundly physical. Look at apex predators in the wild. A lion does not make erratic, nervous movements. It is perfectly still until it is time to strike. Fidgeting, excessive nodding, and rapid hand gestures are submissive traits. Quiet people master physical economy. They sit deep in their chairs. They hold unblinking eye contact. Their stillness projects a heavy, unshakable gravity that commands the space around them without demanding it. Selective access. If anyone can access your time is worthless. The quiet individual treats their attention like a heavily guarded vault. They do not respond to every text. They do not attend every social gathering. By making their presence a rare event, they force others to value it. Quiet person finally gives you their full, undivided attention. It feels like an honor. They have successfully turned their basic presence into a premium currency. The anti-charisma paradox. Here is the ultimate paradox of human attraction. The harder you try to be charming, the more repulsive you become. True magnetism, the dark kind that makes people obsess over you, is rooted in anti-charisma. It is the unapologetic comfort of being exactly who you are, in complete silence, without giving a single damn if the world understands you or not. It is the ultimate flex of human autonomy. You do not need to be the loudest in the room to own it. Stop performing. Stop explaining. Retreat into your own mind. Build your fortress, and let your silence do the heavy lifting. If this psychological breakdown shifted your perspective, subscribe to Value Psychology. Leave a comment below with the word observe if you are taking the silent power back today. Stay sharp, stay disciplined. Until next time.